at what he says in the very next verse. He says, because, the reason why I want you to deny yourself, take up your cross, follow after me is because of this reality. For whoever would save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. And then he asks the question, for what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his soul? Or what shall a man give in return for his soul? Now there's an intentional sort of play on words in this passage that would be easy for us to miss in most of our English translations. And that is that the word translated life 2 times in verse 25 and the word translated soul 2 times in verse 26 is the same word. It's the same word in the original language. And the reason that it's translated in 2 different ways here is because it can indicate 2 different types of life. It can refer to your physical life and your physical well-being. Or it can refer to your inner life, that is, your spiritual life or your soul. Let's read it again with that in mind. He says, for whoever would lose his life, for whoever would save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. In other words, those who seek to protect and preserve their physical lives and what they have and possess in this world will be losers in the end. And those who are willing to give up, whether it's actually laying down your life and dying or simply being willing to give up the comforts or those dreams that you've had, those who are willing to give up this life will actually be those who win in the end. And then the question comes in which he switches to the other use of the term, for what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world? That's what's gained by clinging to your life in verse 25. By prioritizing your life in verse 25, it is pursuit of gaining the world. And he says, even if you gain it all, even if you are the most successful at pursuing pleasure in this world, if you gain everything, what does it matter if you forfeit your soul? There's a kind of life that can be gained in this world that would forfeit our access to life in the next. There's a kind of pursuit of self-satisfaction and the dreams that we have that would deny us entry into the kingdom of God. What does it profit even if you gain it all? You ultimately gain nothing if you lose your soul.